And so if you're wondering that and you're like, well, not only am I going through withdrawal, I don't actually know who I am, that's actually pretty normal for withdrawal. So you're right on schedule. That is sort of, I don't know why, but it seems to be such an important part of the withdrawal and healing process. And I'm not totally sure why. I'm just seeing it as a pattern and seeing it a lot. And so I just want you to know you're not alone in that and that it does resolve. And I experienced it too. So one of the great questions that come up is like, I was on this for so many years. Who would I have been if I weren't on this medication? Or how did it change or alter me? It took so many years from my life. Maybe you think like you were a monster while you were on it, or you were dulled and muted and like less alive, less motivated or inspired. So you may be like questioning every single thing in your life. And I did. I was like, every single thing seemed like it was in total upheaval, question mark. Like, why did I make any of the choices I made? Maybe I am like a complete wreck of a human being and I have a completely wrecked life and I made all the wrong choices. And so, yeah, there was so much of that. But here's the thing that I want to tell you is when you are in withdrawal, you have a particularly dark and negative interpretation of everything. You can't believe all of your thoughts about your whole life right now. It's not even a really great time for you to decide anything about your whole life. You just need to stay alive and be loved through this. So just don't believe all of your worst thoughts, because you might think like you were a total monster and you were a total wreck and you were in your life and you're in other people's lives. You made all the wrong choices and you did it all wrong. That is just a lot of poison of withdrawal thinking. And I had that. And so don't believe all of your worst thoughts. Just don't buy into all of them, or you might feel really scared about them, but ask the people who actually know you and love you, because the truth is that there may have been some loss. I don't want to diminish that. Like, the meds do affect us. So there may have been some ways that it affected you or muted you. Maybe you weren't as inspired or motivated. Maybe you were fine with some things that weren't great for you because it dulled down your awareness. Maybe some of those things could have happened. But chances are you were not a total and complete monster while you were on this, that it was like just kind of a muting effect that can happen with meds. So don't believe your worst fears about yourself.